Hey tubers, welcome back for another adventure. So you're looking at the Sunl 110 and many of you say, oh well, you got it started, all is good. Actually it's not. The engine was very hard to start, as you guys saw. I was drenching it in starting fluid, and I was using the good starting fluid. Quite honestly, I don't think it would have started with the Walmart starting fluid. So you might say, well, what's wrong? You've done everything you could do, right? You've freed up the rings, the bore appears to be okay, all that stuff appears to be good. You did the valves, what's wrong? What I think, the reason why I took dosing the whole bit, is I think I have intake manifold leaks. The way I like to get around them, I like cardboard gaskets. And in addition, if you take these cardboard gaskets and you wet them down with a little bit of oil, I think that'll help. I think I have more of an intake leak problem than even a valve problem. Or it could be, quite honestly, why didn't the engine start? Well, your compression was a little low, your valves were a little bit leaky, you had a little bit of an intake manifold problem, you know, the engine hasn't been started in a while. A lot of times, until you get an engine started and running and all that, they are a little fussy. So anyway, I'm going to start out by making new gaskets, oiling them up, bolting them on, and let's see what happens from there. I'd really like to have this thing, so turn on my portable CDI box, set the choke, throttle, hit the power to the starter, and it fires up on the first or second stroke. That's when an engine is running properly. When they're not running like that, you're grinding the heck out of the starter, you're killing the battery, you're beating up on the charging system, you know what I mean? And then when it's time to ride it, you walk up to it, you know, maybe you got to put air in a tire, you say, okay, I'll do that, and then you go to try to start it, and it doesn't want to start. The next thing you know, you push it to the back of your garage, and you stop using it. You really want to get all your stuff so that it fires right up, and it's ready to ride. So not all that hard to trace and cut out gaskets, right? I mean, that's easy to do. Once one does that, there's another couple of things I do. One side of the gasket I glue to the flange or hook to the flange or whatever with the Forma gasket. I've been using that stuff since I've been a kid. You know, before I show their face, I should also make them pay up. And the other side, I just put oil on. In the olden days when I used to work, one of my jobs was kind of a vacuum technician. And every once in a while, you would put together a mating surface, a flange surface, and it just would leak. And you'd, you know, change the O-ring and put it together again, and it would leak. And we found that by just putting vacuum grease on the O-ring and then wiping it all off, so there was like no vacuum grease on the O-ring, and putting it back together again, that would just be enough to get it to seal. So between the Forma gasket on one side and the oil on the other, this is going to be one tight seal. So as you can see, we sealed the heck out of these intake manifolds, and you can see it's a little wet. I just poured some gas into that. I got the jump pack on it and the portable CDI. Right, we don't have any wires touching here. Now, this is cold start. I mean, ice cold, right? I'm able to. And where we want to get is, I just touch that and it fires right up. So let's see how we do. Once again, I'm on. And how Harvey do? Look how nice and stable that engine is. I'd say that was a success. I'm happy. There we go. So this engine's done. It's just a matter of me smashing it onto the Sunl frame, and we'll be ready for a ride. I'm happy with this. Once again, if you're going to own one of these things, you really want it such that you can walk up to it and start it and ride it. Fixing tires, jumping it, having to spray it with starting fluid, stand on your head, spit wooden nickels, all that's a pain in the neck. You just want to ride, or you want to get rid of it. Anyway, thank you all for watching and commenting and subscribing. Please remember, feet down, heads up, and get out and enjoy each and every day. Bye now.